Is it true that the entire Banana Ball franchise is worth about $1 billion now? Does that blow your mind?
January 15th, 2016, we got the call that we overdrafted our account. We were out of money. And, we had to sell our house, empty our savings account, went into 7 figures plus debt. Ideas are everything. We find a way to figure things out. And I'd rather find the way to figure it out the way we've done it on who we are and what we stand for than say, here's an influx, let's just pay someone else to figure it out. There was no money. I mean, we ran out really quickly. There was no money. We had to sell tickets to keep us going. We had to sell merchandise to keep us going.
Things have just blown up. I mean, sold out stadiums, NFL stadiums getting sold out, millions of fans. If MLB called and said, hey, we want to buy the whole thing, we're going to give you $1 billion, you're saying no? You don't drink coffee. I've never had a sip of this stuff?
I've never had a sip of coffee in my life. Some of our team said coffee wakes up and has a cup of me.
All right, picture this. You're cruising down the road in a bright yellow Jeep, drinking your banana matcha protein drink, and in the passenger seat, a man in a full yellow tux. Well, my friends, that's not a fever dream. That's just the day I had today, and you're gonna love it. Because I got to drive around with Jesse Cole, the mastermind behind America's favorite, most entertaining baseball team, the Savannah Bananas. And in this video, he's gonna share the money lessons he learned while climbing out of 7 figures of debt and going from a small town team to a cultural phenomenon now worth $1 billion. It's all coming up in today's installment of Millionaires and Cars, Getting Coffee. Jesse! Come on in, man.
Here we go.
How you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Thanks for taking a ride with us today.
Let's do it.
We got you a yellow Jeep that I understand is not the same shade.
That's almost impossible.
What would you call this shade? Highlighter?
I wouldn't call it highlight. This is banana yellow.
Banana yellow,
Yes.
That's it. I love it. So here's the deal. You are the man in the yellow hat. I am George. Live action Curious George movie. Thoughts?
Oh, that's a good one. Every single day people ask me, where's George? So, it'd be nice to kind of separate them to actually have, a live movie now.
I'll travel with you if you want.
No, I don't think I can't be that person. I need to separate myself from that guy. That guy is legendary.
You're right.
He's
and who am I thinking I could play Curious George? What? That's some big hairy shoes to fill.
Yeah, I hear you.
I love it. So I saw this, and I need confirmation. You guys sell tighty whities in your merch store.
Oh, we sell Dolce and Banana underwear, to be specific.
Okay.
Yes, completely different things.
Dolce and Banana, you have not been sued yet.
No, because it's not Dolce and Gabbana, it's Dolce and Banana.
Okay, perfect.
So yes, we have a banana.
Didn't know if they took kindly to that.
No, we have a banana. I don't think they know. I don't think we're on their radar right
Their
now.
lawyers aren't like, hey, we got to get the banana guy next.
We're not selling hundreds of thousands of them. We may sell 1,000 or 2,000, but yeah.
You know what? That's more tighty whities than most merch stores sell.
The most sports teams, yeah. Well, whatever's normal.
It's you and Spencer's Gifts holding the record for most tighty whities sold.
Whatever's normal to the exact. We can't just sell shirts and hats. You got to sell some things
that's
that are
too boring.
They're different. Yeah.
Well, I'm curious. That got the green light. What merch didn't get the green light because it was too wild? Is there stuff that the team brought to you, or you thought and like, hey, we literally?
I don't know. We have the Party Animals, our second team, who's got over 6 million followers. Their mascot is Farty with a P, and he's the gassiest mascot in sports. And we actually sell a bobblehead of him that actually passes gas. So that got the approval. So we've really started this with the underwear and the potty humor. This is an interesting start for us.
Which is what adults want, and it's what kids want. So you've got something for literally everyone.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're trying to do.
Wow. Well, you guys have been countercultural for a long time. That's kind of your MO is like, let's do the weird thing that nobody is doing.
It's fun. It's fun to do things that are different. I think we try to create something that we would love that makes us excited. If you have the same games happening every single night, it's boring. It's not only boring to the fans, but boring for you. And so we do hundreds of these all over the country. So that's why we do new things every single night. I think that's what it's all about. Just
to keep you excited. Well, so you don't get bored.
Well, I think it goes into, the greatest creators. You think about, George Lucas said this. He wanted to create a movie that he would love. Same thing with the Pixar guys. They wanted to create things that they love. Steve Jobs, he was as the phones, he was looking at the phones and they were clunky and he's like, no, I want to create a phone that I would love. And I think the greatest creators often do that. If you start with something on what would make you excited, what make you passionate about it, do that, and there's probably a lot of others that will follow.
Well, I've watched a lot of interviews with you, and I've gotten to interview on the Entree Leadership podcast
years ago.
Yeah, on the Ramsey Network,
Yeah.
and I remember leaving going, this guy he really means it. Like, you are obnoxiously positive, and I mean that so lovingly, amidst a culture that is very cynical. Like, do you think part of Banana Ball and what you've created is beyond sport? And it's just like, we're just out here being positive and having a good time, and people are craving that? What do you attribute to?
I mean, I think the world is certainly hungry for it. I think even more so, not just on the, the skepticism and negativity that's out there, but also the digital, revolution as you see people on their phones and, the isolation that's happened from that. And I think there's certainly a need, but for us, we surround ourselves with like-minded people that want to have fun. And when we put on a show every night, we're not playing a game, we're putting on a show. When you have a dad bod cheerleading squad called the Bananas.
I love that.
The Bananas, and your players are dancing every game and lip syncing and doing full performances. It's hard not to feel the joy. And so I think it's contagious. And I think that's what drives us, is to spread that. And so when you can feel it when, we do an NFL stadium with 60 or 70,000 people, or a college football stadium with 80,000, it's like, you can feel it. I think the world could use a little bit more of that. So we're gonna double down on it and keep doing more of it.
I love it. Well, I'm curious. I saw you guys on Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
Incredible performance. And I was thinking about the Bananas that are out there cheerleading.
Yes.
And I went, did these guys, when they were kids, think one day I'm going to be on Jimmy Fallon cheerleading with my belly hanging out? Like, how do you cast those guys?
It's funny. They a few of them, we had our fans first talk. So after every weekend series, so we were at Yankee Stadium that weekend, and one of the Bananas, Mr. K, who looks like Mr. T, he said, our dreams came true. I never thought I'd be doing this. I'd be on Jimmy Fallon. And so exactly what you're saying. No, I think the goal was, with everybody on our team, everybody on our staff, everyone on our cast, we want anybody, when you're a kid or older, to feel like that you could be a part of it. So to give you an example, it's very hard to think that you can be the next Shohei Ohtani or Mike Trout or, any of these, Steph Curry. They're just, they're so good. There's only a handful in the world that can have the talent.
Once in a generation players.
Exactly. But, we have Princess Potassia, and we have little girls that want to be Princess Potassia. We have the Bananas, and we have senior citizens that want to join the Bananas. We have the dad bod cheerleading squad, the Bananas. And yes, dads reach out to us wanting to be a part of it. Even our umpire, our dancing umpire.
He's fantastic.
You don't have to.
A twerking umpire.
100%. And I think that's what's really cool, what we're trying to provide. And not only just the Bananas, but with all of our teams, anybody can resonate with someone on our cast, on our team, and our characters. Stilts, our player on stilts, it's amazing what he does, but he wasn't an unbelievable baseball player. Yeah. He got on stilts, and he showed that he could hit the ball. And now, literally kids will dress up like him for Halloween and get small stilts and be out there. Nice. So I think that's really kind of a big part of what we try to do, is make sure everyone feels like they belong, or that they could aspire to be something in our show.
Yeah. Well, I've loved watching the success, and even the last few years since I've interviewed you, things have just blown up. I mean, sold out stadiums, NFL stadiums getting sold out, millions of fans. But I wanted you to take us back to 2016. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You had just sold your house to make payroll, $1.8 million in debt. You're sleeping on an air mattress. Yeah. And here you are less than a decade later. Yeah. Walk us through what was happening then and how you climbed out of it.
Well, we were a brand new team in a market that had professional baseball for 90 years. So you think about this, at that point, before we built Banana Ball and built our own league, we were a college summer baseball team. That doesn't sound that exciting. It's like, oh, did you hear about the college summer baseball team coming to the city? They had minor league baseball. They were a New York Mets affiliate. They had top prospects. They had some of the best players in the country play there, but they still weren't attracting fans. They were the lowest in the league in attendance. And so the team wanted a brand new stadium. The city said no, and they left. And we were the next team that was expected to fail. We were expected to fail. And so we came in, and so of course people aren't jumping up and down. They're here, they're finally here. So yeah, we only sold a handful of tickets in our first few months. And January 15th, 2016, we got the call that we overdrafted our account. We were out of money, and we had to sell our house, empty our savings account, went into 7 figures plus debt.
Wow.
And I don't blame the community. They had no reason to support us. We hadn't done anything for them yet. We hadn't shown them anything. We were just talking about what we were going to do. And you can talk. You got to show it. Steve Jobs said this, no one knows what they want until you show it to them. We had to show them that our experience was different than what they saw the last 90 years, or what they expected to be actually worse, because it was a lower level of baseball. And so we had to get to that opening night. We had to convince fans that it was going to be different. And then we had to actually prove ourselves. So yeah, we had a banana baby that opening night that we put a baby and we lifted up and everyone sang, nah, Savannah. You know, we had the first banana that we threw out. We had the banana band. We had the players dancing. We had, you know, players delivering roses to little girls in the crowd. And we had all these moments that were different, and the whole stadium was all inclusive. So you couldn't get a ticket without including all your food and all these little things. And so after that, they started to feel it. They started to experience it. And that's how we started selling out games and playing traditional baseball until we had to disrupt ourselves again and say, we're leaving traditional baseball, what got us there, and we're going to do something that's unproven and no one wants. And that's when we created Banana Ball, and we just had a feeling that this is what would be best for our fans, even though no one wanted us to do that.
Wow. So how much were you paying attention to the money side as all this was transpiring? Was it a goal to like, we got to make enough to get payroll, get out of debt? Like
there was no money.
Thinking
there was no money.
Survival.
There was no money. I mean, we ran out really quickly. There was no money. I put the little that I had in our savings. I think it was $25,000 just to get us to the next, you know, payroll and get us through the month. We had to sell tickets to keep us going. We had to sell merchandise to keep us going. I probably paid attention more to where our accounts were there because I never wanted our people, I never wanted to miss payroll. I never wanted our people to suffer. And so, yeah, we paid attention to it, but it was more just how do you create a great experience? How do you sell out a game? How do you sell out 2 games? How do you get fans to want to come to the games? And so that's where we put all of our focus on. And then fortunately, because the experience was so different than anywhere else, we started selling out games.
And that started going, all right, now we can start to pay off this debt and climb out of this.
Yeah, we were
a better place.
Yeah, we got out of debt, you know, relatively soon after. My wife and I got off the airbed about a year after. And
probably good for your marriage.
It was. That was our first year married, and so within a few months we had to sell our house, empty our savings.
What did I sign up for?
Of course she was, but she was so supportive, so behind it. You know, she grew up with a humble start as well, and you know she was making $19,000 at her first job right out of college. So, you know, we knew how to, you know, deal with challenges and adversity and not having everything handed to us. So. Yeah, and so then we started selling out games. We won a championship our first year. We won more championships, but we realized even with all the entertainment and all the selling out, fans were still leaving games early. And that's when we realized there was a fundamental problem with the game of baseball. And that's when we started saying, if we could create our own game from scratch and eliminate all the boring parts, the slow parts, the parts that aren't great for the fans, let's do it. And that's when we went to our idea book and started writing down ideas. And that's where the origin of Banana Ball started.
Yeah, I love the rule, like the no bunting, no mound visits, like cut all the stuff where you just look away and want to look at your phone. And I heard you actually watched like footage of the stadium. What were people doing? When did they get bored?
Yeah, well, but we had to. You know, again, I never want to do surveys because, you know, people don't know what they want until you actually show it to them.
Like, what sport would you want? Like, they don't know.
It's, you know, Henry Ford's have asked people what they want. They would have said faster horses. Like, no one's going to say, I want Banana Ball, a game with a 2-hour time limit where every inning counts for a point. You can't step out of the batter's box. There's no bunting. Batters can steal first. If fans catch a foul ball, it's an out. You could have a showdowns. There's a golden batter rule. Like, no one would have said all that. Fans can challenge plays, like all these rules that we've put into play. So we just started from scratch and said, all right, let's just try it. And that's where it starts. And so we did a one city world tour. And that one city world tour is kind of a big piece for us. We talk about it regularly in our organization. One city world tour. Start small, dream big. And so that's how we do everything. So start small, dream big. So we got one city to agree to host this brand new game called Banana Ball. And we played there in Mobile, Alabama. And only 3,500 people, sold out. By
Home of the Bay Bears.
There you go.
Yeah,
Well
I went
played.
to school there.
Well played. And sold it out and learned a ton and said, let's go to 7 cities next year. And let's go to 33 cities.
So you start small. And Dave says it this way from the Bible, don't despise humble beginnings.
Yeah, 100%.
And you guys had that like, hey, it's fine. We don't need to go big tomorrow.
Yeah.
We should do the next right thing.
1,000%.
And the other core value that, you know, was speaking to me that we have at Ramsey is if you help enough people, you don't have to worry about money. We call that marketplace service.
100%.
And in your world, it's if you entertain enough people, you don't have to worry about money.
If you bring joy, and the definition of entertain is to provide amusement or enjoyment. And again, I think the world is hungry for enjoyment, and we can all provide it. So I was like, all right, how are we going to, bring some more enjoyment, some more fun, some more joy? And so that's what we started building.
I love it. Well, hey, this is Millionaires in Cars Getting Coffee, so I thought we got to get coffee. But I know, famously, you don't drink coffee. You've never had a sip of this stuff?
I've never had a sip of coffee in my life.
What if you love it?
That's one way of thinking. Some of our team who knows me very well, they said coffee wakes up and has a cup of me because from an energy standpoint.
It's the most Chuck Norris crossover.
Never heard the Chuck Norris, but I like that. But yeah, no, I wake up. I never have an alarm. I wake up with energy. I'm very fortunate. I do things that give me energy. So yeah, I drink water.
Does your wife drink coffee?
No, she doesn't have coffee either.
Is it allowed in the house?
We don't have coffee in our house. We just don't do it.
Wow.
I mean, she's had some long road trips where she's actually dabbled in coffee, but
I open your fridge, nothing in there as far as liquids go.
There's lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. Emily's obsessed with eating healthy for our kids. There's just water.
Would you consider her a crunchy mom? That's what my wife's into the crunchy mom lifestyle.
I've heard a little bit. You got to explain to me a little bit more.
It's just very clean ingredients.
Maybe try to, but then
no processed food.
But also, I'm obsessed with cookies. I've been on a quest to find the best cookie in America. So I've done cookie reviews all over the country.
Are you the Dave Portnoy of cookies?
I don't know if I'd call me that, but I am obsessed with cookies. COVID, had a lot of impact on a lot of people, a lot of different things. For me, it was cookies. I really indulged in cookies and I haven't slowed down.
What's your, if you could give me a top 3?
Oh, well, I have a spreadsheet.
That people go find the spreadsheet?
Well, Levain Bakery in New York City. That's my top one.
Okay, now I know you're a real one for mentioning Levain.
Then, surprisingly, out of nowhere, number 2, Treat Cookies in Seattle. They reached out to us, and I was blown away. A little sea salt on top, soft, very gooey, fantastic. And then Bacon Babes down in Florida. So those are my top 3. But there's been, I've done a lot. I've done a lot of cookies.
What's on the last one on the list? If you can throw them under the bus.
No, I won't do that. But it's hard cookies. If you're a hard cookie, get out of here with this. It's got to be a soft cookie. If it's just hard, if you have lots of crumbs, we got issues.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Before we get back to Banana Land, allow me to show you how you can peel your personal data off a bunch of shady data broker sites. See what I did there? Okay, I'll see myself out. But you can do that by using Delete Me, the sponsor of today's video. They'll comb through hundreds of these data broker sites that are out there selling your information, and they'll use it against you for spam, scam, and other nefarious activities. So if you want to help protect yourself against these things, just use Delete Me. Their data privacy experts work all year long to remove your information off of these sites, and they even send you a report showing you what they did and how much time they've saved you. I'm currently sitting at over 100 hours saved, which is more time to watch Dancing with the Stars season 34, it's heating up, guys. You got to check it out. You can also check out Delete Me and get 20% off their annual plans by going to joindeleteme.com/George or use the link in the description. All right, let's get back to the road.
Hey, be right with you?
Sure. Do you have anything banana flavored?
Banana matcha.
Banana matcha.
Is that like a banana coffee drink?
Is that a coffee drink or no?
No.
Look at that. She put it on the screen for you. It's a protein matcha. That sounds very healthy. I think your wife would approve.
That scares me in many ways, but with you, I'll try it.
We're going to go for it.
I can't believe
I have a man who loves all things banana in this vehicle, so thank you.
Yeah, and then let me actually double check. You're looking for something...
He doesn't want any
something
caffeine.
Refreshing, no coffee.
Refreshing, but no coffee in it. I think that'll do it. I don't think that has caffeine.
It does have caffeine, but it's going to have less than even espresso shot.
Oh, okay. It's a minimal amount because matcha has a natural...
You're making me do it. Let's go.
All right, we're doing it. And then I will do. How about the iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso? I didn't want to have to say it all, but there it is. Can I do that, but half sweet?
Half sweet?
With blonde espresso with a ristretto.
Yes, I got you.
Can I do a smaller, not a grande? Or is that
can he do a tall instead of a grande on that banana?
Smallest amount.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay, perfect.
What else?
That's it. I think we've overdone it today.
Go on around.
All right, thank you. All right.
Can they see us?
They have a little camera.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because she was getting very giggly. There was a lot of giggles.
That might just be her personality.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll find out at the window
because they could know who you are.
There's no way. There's no way. Although it is fun when we have, celebs in here like you, and I go, "Hey, you a fan?" And they go, "No, I don't know who that is."
They may be.
I was with Mike Rowe, and I was like, he's like, I can't place him.
They may be a fan of Curious George. That's what might be happening. I think that's what could be happening.
We're going to a Curious George
believe what you're making me drink.
Party.
You know what are you making me drink? You're making me drink this thing.
It sounds delicious. I'm shocked they had a banana flavored drink on the menu because who's asking for that?
It's green.
It's bright green because of the matcha.
What is matcha?
If your wife is watching, she'll go, "Wow, I can't believe you made him drink matcha."
What do you matcha?
It's a fine powder that's from the Eastern origins that's known to have a lot of benefits.
Matcha.
That was probably the worst definition of matcha. I apologize.
Can someone please explain what matcha is?
It tastes like grass.
That sounds terrible.
You live on grass.
What? No, what's that mean? I live on grass.
You're always on the field.
Yeah, some fields are turf, but I don't live on it.
You love the smell of fresh cut grass.
I can live somewhere. I'm not going to eat it. I don't get on the... It's like, hey, guys, before we start our show tonight, let's all eat some grass. And that's what you're making me do right now.
I can't wait for this experiment. Here's the thing. If you hate it,
that's why I try to go small. But the tall from the grande was like 70-cent difference. It wasn't even... It was
that's
negligible.
That's how they get you. And that's called price anchoring in the biz.
It's in the biz.
I'm teaching you a business
lesson
today.
We're spending $6.25 on grass and banana.
But you know what? It's Dave Ramsey's money, and we're paying cash. That's all that matters.
We're not taking out any debt
I started this segment so I could get free coffee at work.
It makes sense.
And I am using a debit card for everyone wondering.
Yes.
They go, well, how do we know that's not can you business debit?
Business debit.
I'm not going to show you the number.
Yeah, so we're certainly not taking a loan out for this.
No, we're not doing buy now, pay later on your banana matcha protein. Starbucks is, I think they're just putting drinks on the menu just to mess with people.
I guarantee I'm the only one that bought this today.
Like, where's the focus group? They want banana and matcha together. Finally.
And if you don't know matchas, just think grass from the Eastern civilization as you described it.
I don't know what influencer caused young women to love matcha, but it just tastes like a root vegetable in your mouth.
I am petrified of this drink. Like, I'm actually scared.
I'm so nervous.
My fear is at an all-time high. Like, there's not anything like, you could put me in front of 10,000 people, 100,000 people.
You get nervous.
About this drink, I am petrified.
What if you instantly vomited? We have it on camera, though. It'd make for a great story.
A great moment.
But do you have multiple tucks?
I got to give a speech tomorrow, and this tuck would be done.
Wait, you only have one?
No, I got two. I had 3 in the weekend. One went home with Emily. I got 2 left.
Okay, I opened your closet. How many tuxes are in there?
There's 9 yellow tuxes.
And how many normal person clothes?
0 normal clothes. That's no. Okay. I have another
on the
closet.
Weekends.
There's 2 closets.
Nights and weekends.
There's a yellow tux closet, and then there's a dad closet.
Okay, with normal dad gear like cargo shorts. I don't know what, I'm trying to picture what you even look like outside.
I have my running clothes in the morning. I run in the morning. So that's shorts and a shirt. I wear this, and then I don't wear this.
Okay.
And then or if I wear shorts.
So 100 degrees, you're still in the tux.
If I'm working, but if I'm a dad, I'm maybe in a bathing suit. Maybe I'm swimming with the kids.
Okay. And is it banana themed?
I have a yellow bathing suit.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I understand the banana.
I told you, he's obsessed. I can't get him away from bananas. Okay, I got you.
It's hot. Do you guys want straws?
Are you a straw guy?
I was just gonna chug it. A straw.
Like a sipper?
A straw is fan. I will need a straw
for safety.
What happened? I thought you guys weren't eating straws.
Just for safety. Oh my gosh, that looks like.
This is called a tall.
This is a tall. It looks like baby poop.
Is this baby food? Is this baby food? No, seriously. Are you sure?
I'm not sure. I haven't tried it.
I am so scared.
Are you a fan of the Savannah Bananas?
What?
Oh, this is amazing. Thank you.
We just made a new fan.
Thank you so much.
Google it. Thank me later.
Yes.
Oh my God, you are so funny.
Tell your coworkers, say I ran into, they're going to be like, who? No, you didn't. Not the bananas guy? All right. I'll stop holding up the line.
Right.
Have a good day.
This color, George, this color.
Hold it up to the camera so they can see.
George, this color. It look like I have 3 kids under 7. I have seen so many things come out of kids.
I have a newborn. I changed a diaper that looked just like that.
That literally is what I'm drinking. Like, you chose this for me. Like, I have seen.
You chose it.
No, I didn't. You just yelled banana.
Drink water.
You said banana. Yeah, again, water's safe. Water's safe. This is, there's stuff going on in here.
That's the matcha. All right, take a sip. Let us know what you think.
Thank goodness I have an extra water here. I need
you're gonna need to wash that.
I need a chaser.
But what if it's
drink.
actually delicious and you've been missing out on?
I've been missing out on banana and matcha my whole day. All right. Do you already have a sip of yours?
Yeah, mine tastes like a normal drink. Yep.
Oh, Jesus, good.
All right.
Good luck.
Here we go.
Wait, I just don't. It's very complex.
It's like you want to say there's a lot going on.
There was a lot going on.
And yet
at first it felt like a treat. And then it was like, oh, matcha's like, I'm here. I'm here to
is the banana coming forth?
No, I felt like a banana dessert at first. It's like, oh, okay. And then matcha's like, no. I'm here. Just let you know. Hold it. I'm going to add something that's not going to be good to the ending taste.
This is the worst marketing for Starbucks banana matcha protein drink.
I probably shouldn't say that. No,
it's fine. We'll make sure to clip this out. Starbucks.
It was a great start.
No, wrong. You just don't like matcha.
It was a great start. I don't know if I'm a matcha man.
Matcha man.
No, I'm going to do sip number 2. How many sips am I legally required to drink of this?
At least 4.
At least. I feel bad for Dave that the cost for this. I mean, I've
All right, I think we can go now. I was waiting for this guy. All right,
all right. Second sip was better. Matcha was like, I'm not going to dominate as much.
It's growing on you.
Or I think Matcha was like, I'm going to chill for this one because I want him to have more of me.
Yep.
So I'm gonna slow down my matcha, integration here. This is getting better.
Yes.
This is getting better. I am not a full convert of the matcha ways.
Oh my God. I can't wait for this 20 milligrams of caffeine to hit you. You're going to be a whole new man.
Yeah, I'm very nervous about that. I'll probably get a headache because I only drink water. So I should not have more of this.
I apologize. So speaking of money, you keep your prices for these tickets. It's $40 to $60.
Yes, $35 in minor league parks.
And you could charge way more. You choose not to.
Yes.
It's giving Arizona Iced Tea CEO vibes.
Oh yeah, a lot of respect there. Yeah, we haven't raised the prices, keeping them the same again next year, even though everyone tells us we need to.
Are your costs going up?
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, we're paying more people and we're taking care of more people, 100%.
Because you travel with 200 people.
Yeah.
You guys are rolling deep.
200 in MLB tours and 150 in the minor league tours. And we're going to have 3 multiple tours going next year.
Wow.
So there will be, and then we also hire 200 to 400 or 500 at NFL stadiums on the road. So next year there will be about 500 people on the road for our 3 tours, and we'll hire another 1,000 or so.
That's amazing.
So the expenses are significant.
How do you keep it profitable? Obviously ticket prices are there. Do you do partnerships? What other ways does the business bring in money?
Partnerships and broadcasters less than 1% of our, right now, less than 1% of our business model.
So it's tickets.
We sell out every stadium.
Merch?
Yeah, merchandise is a very significant part of our business. Very significant.
And that's the lion's share is just tickets and merch.
95%.
And because you guys are selling out every single stadium you're in.
Yeah, and
you know exactly how much you're
and most people are buying merch.
So you guys have blown up. You now have more social media followers than every MLB team. That's got to feel a little bit vindicating.
Well, we're not competing against them, but I know people put that. Yeah, I mean, I think between our teams now, we have 32, 33 million social media followers. Yeah, I mean, the party almost have more followers than every Major League Baseball team on TikTok. So they're like...
That is amazing.
So, yeah, I mean, but again, focus on your customers, not your competitors. We don't spend... the last time I checked, MLB never wrote us a check. So,
yeah.
So I'm focused on our fans.
Are they spooked by you guys?
No, they're doing great. Their attendance went up for the 3rd straight year. They got the pitch clock.
Is it a rising tides lift all ships situation where you're bringing more attention to baseball in general?
I think everyone's aware of what needs to happen to make baseball more exciting, more entertaining, and more fast. I think they have some very smart people in there. Each one of their teams and in the MLB office. I think what we're all doing is trying to build fans. It's just we have different ways. They're going to build it with the most talented players in the world. We're trying to build the most entertaining players in the world.
Wow.
And so it's just 2 different ways of looking at it.
So I don't know, you read articles and you hear rumors. Is it true that the entire Banana Ball franchise is worth about $1 billion now? Does that blow your mind?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's something I don't put any time thinking about. Yeah, maybe on paper, and we've been valued that for a few different places, and it's doesn't change anything for me or this organization. What we focus on is one fan at a time, and that's not cliche. It's like, again, I'm not interested in $1 billion. It's not going to change the way we do things. We are investing heavily in our cast, our staff, our players, and our broadcast and our merchandise and our ticketing and our organization, and we'll just keep reinvesting to try to create a better product and experience for our fans.
Wow. So if MLB called and said, hey, we want to buy the whole thing, we're going to give you $1 billion, you're saying no?
They could offer $100 billion. I mean, it would be no in a second.
It's just not for sale. It's priceless.
We love what we do, and we get to do what we do, and we're able to control the experience, and there's no thought at all on a return, or there's no thought at all on how do we bring in more revenue. The thought is on how do we create more fans. Anytime you have someone else that buys something, or an investor or a shareholder, the number one thing they want is a return. That's why they invest. That's why they buy something.
ROI.
Correct. And so for us, me and Emily, we were living on an airbed down to our last dollar, and we were loving what we got to do. And so we don't need a return. We don't need ROI. We just need to create more fans, and that's what we focus on. So,
and the stated goal is 1 billion fans.
Yeah, I want to create 1 billion fans, and I believe we're going to do it. And again, people would say, well, if you got a big influx of capital, you could do that faster. No. We want to learn doing it the way that we've done things, and that's we don't want to just pump money into something. you want to go through it and do it the way that fits our values. And our values has always been, we've been scrappy. We've been relentlessly resourceful. Ideas are everything. We find a way to figure things out. And I'd rather find the way to figure it out the way we've done it on who we are and what we stand for, and say, here's an influx. Let's just pay someone else to figure it out, or pay someone else to do that. No, I want us to find it. I want us to get our hands dirty. I want to get in the arena and figure it out. That's what fires me up.
Yeah. So no investors.
No, zero investors. Yeah.
It's all just you guys figuring out ways to create better experiences, which then creates more revenue, which means you can reinvest.
Our fans support us. You know, there's not many organizations that are as fortunate as we are to sell out every single stadium and have a wait list that's approaching 4 million.
Wow.
And the merchandise, you know, we have a giant warehouse now. We're shipping merchandise all over the world daily. I mean, that.
So we've gone international. Is there any aspirations to take this international?
We'll play international at some point, but not yet. And I think we get asked that question a lot. And we've got offers to go to a lot of different countries. The answer is not yet, because the reality is there are towns in Montana and North Dakota and South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and New Hampshire, Delaware, that haven't seen us play yet. And so I want to bring our game to all them. I want to create fans. There's still so many fans in the United States. So, you know, think about Chick-fil-A or Southwest. You know, Southwest dominated Texas first. Chick-fil-A dominated, the Southeast, and starting with Georgia. Become really good at one market, expand. Nordstrom, Seattle. We're going to do Seattle really, really well before we start building them in with the malls of America. And so we still have a lot to learn. And we got to figure out how to go to these small little markets, or, you know, continue to do football stadiums and even bigger football stadiums. And so we got a lot to learn. And again, you're playing the long game. If you were to say 5 years ago, we hadn't even played a banana ball game. And now we got a league with 6 teams playing all over the country. So, you know, zoom out 5 years from now, there's probably a good chance we'll be playing international.
Is there a spot for me on the team for someone who may not have the athletic ability?
Well, like I was saying, you know, you don't have the man antibody. So the question would be, what can you do?
Yeah, I'm not dad bod enough.
Yeah, you don't have that. So the question is, what can you do that's
I'm
different?
scared of heights. I can't do the stilts.
Yeah, we're not going to make that work. So then what can you do that's different or remarkable?
I can skateboard. I can play instruments and sing.
Can you Can you ride a skateboard while playing instruments and singing?
Yes.
Okay, so that's unique.
Do I need to do it on the dirt?
We'd have you on the dugout probably. You'd be on top of the dugout.
All right, I'm in.
And so if that was like, all right, now please welcome George, the skateboard singer.
I can fit in small spaces. So if you need me to do like a Trojan horse situation, I can like pop out, you know, like Ace Ventura style out of the rhino.
You know, I think there's something there.
Okay.
You know, we'll
keep brainstorming.
We had a contortionist coach first year or two ago. That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, because they were putting their arms and legs around their body. And I was trying to get them to call signs, but they were from a different country and didn't speak English.
Oh, boy.
And so they were just contortioning at first, which was really tough to watch and tough not to watch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to try things to know if they're going to work. Have there been any failed experiments where you're like, we thought this would land and it was atrocious?
Every day. I mean,
what's the latest one? You're like, this was a gamble and it did not pay off.
Oh, jeez, where do you have to?
What about the bagpipes? How did that go?
Oh yeah, that was bad. That was the halftime show. I mean, we almost did. Our team we were so close to it. I'm glad we did. It was called "Don't Drop the Baby," and so we had all these baby dolls, and they were practicing literally before the game, slingshotting them from the upper deck, and dads had to catch them. I'm very glad we didn't pull the trigger on that, because that was not a. Yeah, that's not a good look.
There's no amount of context that could make that. That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was
fling fake babies across the stage.
Yeah, so I'm glad we said no to that. Instead, we did like a ZZ Top race in Houston with kids dressed up like ZZ Top. So that was, you know, that didn't fail.
That's
safer.
I mean,
there's the pregnant women dance-offs, women in their 3rd trimester dancing to Salt and Pepper's Push It. That was interesting.
Well, speaking of women, you guys have included women.
Oh yeah.
You know, on the teams. Was that an intentional decision? Like, how did that come
100%.
about?
The banana ball is one of the most unique games that, no matter what your background, we can find a place for you to be successful. So like Stilts, for instance, you know, he didn't play high level baseball, but he had one of the best ERAs of any pitcher last year because he's pitching on stilts. Same thing, like with there's some unbelievably talented women out there that have played baseball and played softball at a high level, and, you know, in the right situations in banana ball, because every inning counts for a point. The worst thing that you can do is lose an inning, and it's only 1 point. So even if you let up 6 runs, it's not going to completely impact the game. And so, you know, we've dabbled and had some amazing women, Jocelyn Allo and Val Perez and Ashton Lansdale, and then having Kelsey Whitmore joined us this past year at the Bananas and pitch. And, you know, she's had some great success. And so, yeah, that's going to be something that grows. My goal would be every single team in Banana Ball to have a women superstar that could really continue to inspire young girls to not just want to play softball or baseball, but to play Banana Ball.
I love it. Well, hopefully my 2-year-old girl one day she'll audition for the team. If she has my athletic ability, we're screwed. But we'll see.
She'll
Just
figure
see how it
something
pans
out.
So you built an amazing level of wealth over the last 10 years as a byproduct of entertaining a whole lot of people. What do you still feel like is a waste of money? Are there things that you're still like weirdly frugal about, even though you have the money to do it? You're just like, it feels weird paying for that thing or delegating that thing. Or
That's interesting.
Between you and your wife, are you the
We don't buy
saver,
clothes.
she's the spender?
No.
What's
We
the
don't buy
dynamic
clothes.
like?
I mean, we spend meals are an important part of our life. Like, you know, we're feeding. You know, we got 3 kids, and you know, we indulge. We spend on meals. We invest a lot. I mean, we do healthy meals. I do DoorDash. I probably spend a silly amount on that. We don't buy clothes like at all. Like literally, we don't buy any new clothes for ourselves. I don't know if Emily's bought something since like college.
Wow.
So we don't spend money on clothes.
You're just like, the stuff we have is fine.
Yeah, we're just, it's
not trying
fine.
to
We're
get
not trying to
lazy
impress
raised.
anybody. This is who we are.
I mean, you've been on trend for a long time.
I've been wearing this for years.
And you have 9 of them?
I have 9 of them. And
Are you looking to expand, or are you happy
Nine's
with
a
9?
good number because, you know, I usually have to put a few away at the end of the year.
That's 1 for every day plus 2 laundry days.
Yeah, but then they get beat up, so I'll have to probably replenish soon.
Yeah, any rips, tears?
Oh, every day.
Because can I ask where you get them from? Are these custom? They've
Well, it
gotta
started
be.
at brightcoloredtuxedos.com. No, and then I Oppo suits and cut. You know, they fit.
Has anyone reached out?
Oh yeah, we've had a few people.
Your
I've
partner?
had someone. The staff had got someone to make a custom one for me many years ago. They said because the ones I had weren't fitting me, and they built a custom one when it got it made, which was really nice surprise.
I think you should go like Indochino and go, hey, can we do an unlined one for the summer? Keep it cool. Let's do a wool one for the winter.
That's
You know?
something to look at. I'm content. Like again, I don't spend money on that. I've never bought a first class ticket to fly. I get upgraded a lot now because I fly all the time, but I've never bought a first class ticket. I drive a 2018 Honda Accord. I've had that for years. I don't have any plans for a new car. We don't fly private. You know, I fly commercial. It's just, we're like everyone else. I think you don't need to splurge on that.
How often do you get your haircuts?
Every couple months.
Okay.
I go short.
You got a barber for that?
No, I go to Great Clips Supercut.
Oh,
I spend $20. I spend so little on that stuff. We invest in our family.
Well,
and
it seems
we'll
like
do
you're
trips.
too busy. You're like,
Well,
I'm
we
either
travel every
at
weekend.
work, traveling, or I'm with my family.
We travel every weekend. We come home to family. So we invested. So we invested in our backyard. We built a pool house, a turf area to play in. We built a retreat.
So that's where you're like, that's where I'm happy to spend my money.
That's where we spend our money in our home. And so we could really have a time where it's just us. That's important to us.
I love it. So we talked about spending. Let's talk about saving, investing. Yeah. Like, do you have a person for that? Or do you like to be involved? You know, do you have a goal
money
to
doesn't
set
excite
aside
me.
money just for savings?
So my dad taught me when I was a kid. About saving. And when I got to my first job making $27,000 as a GM. So I was a general manager of a team making $27,000. My dad said, you got to live where you save every other paycheck. So you save half of every paycheck.
Wow.
And so he's like, so what are you making? I was like, it was like $897 or whatever, every 2 weeks, or I have to look back on it, something like that. And so I was like, all right. So I found a place I could rent for $300. I had my car paid off. I had a full scholarship, so I didn't have college debt because of baseball. And I made it so I could save every other paycheck. So half of every paycheck or every other paycheck. So I started doing that at 23 years old, making $27,000. So I've stayed with that. So now half of everything that
and now we're a couple decades later.
Half of everything comes in and just goes away.
Do you still live like that? Or is that a good still principle you try to live
100%.
by? Just let's put away, if we can put away half our money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm putting away a lot more now. But I mean, I pay myself very little. I'm probably, if you look at our full-time staff, my pay, if you count their bonuses, I'm probably the lowest paid on the entire staff. I take very little from the team. I'm fortunate. I get opportunities to speak all over the country in Fortune 50 companies. My speaking helps fund our lifestyle. So I utilize that.
That's incredible.
And put aside a lot of that.
And that is, how intentional is that? Because a lot of people are going, that's my guy right there. Jesse, he's living it. Like, he's the least paid on the team.
Well,
that's pretty wild. And you pay your team really well.
We take care of our team. Yes,
I was shocked at seeing the salaries of just the players and how well you take care of your own people.
And it's crazy. I look at our bonus pool. It's in the millions that we give out to some
like profit sharing.
Yes,
do
correct.
That at Ramsey.
Correct. Some of the bonuses are low salaries would be like a low salary that you're adding on top of their
You're
salary.
like, this is what I made when I was a GM.
Yeah.
This is a bonus.
Even more than that. So I mean, yeah, even if someone starts at a very low level, yeah, I mean, if they get a $25,000 bonus, they're more than what I'm making. And so, but it's not about that. I'm fortunate that I've been able to have the opportunity to speak, and I have books that do very well and continue to do well for our company. So, it's money doesn't excite me. I don't like. My dad's always been big into finances. So my dad like overlooks my portfolio, but like I don't even have access to my portfolio. I don't have access to the team's bank.
You just like text your dad like, hey, how's it going over there? He's like, oh, that's great.
Well, he just says, he always, Jazz, I want to tell you what you're doing. I'm like, great, Dad. And he gets so much energy, so I listen to him, but I'm not really, it doesn't excite me.
I need to interview your dad. That's the guy I need to get on this channel.
Well, again, if you live your life the same way, and whether you have $1 million saved, 10 million saved, 10,000 saved, like to me, it's not going to change the way I live. And so, and I don't have plans with that money. I'm living off what we're doing, the speaking, the books, the team. So it's like, it's not going to change anything. So I don't get a lot of excitement. Now, I'm so grateful that our kids and probably our kids' kids and generational, I'm very grateful that they're going to be on a good spot, but also I want them to earn and understand what it's like to struggle, sleeping on an airbed and grinding and having, we spent $30 a week on our food for that's what we had for months. It was me and Emily. It was $30 for 42 meals. And so that's not real food. And we had to grind. We had to figure it out. I had to say, how can we sell something today? How can we bring in some revenue? How can we create some fans? That's how it kind of started. And so I think kids often, or if they don't have that, it's hard for them to have the work ethic and grind and understand when things go wrong, how do they get through it? And I'm grateful that I've had that opportunity. Resilience. It's the grit.
Perseverance.
100%. And we've had that, and we still have that. It's hard.
It's hard to teach. It's hard to just, go, hey, kids, you should have perseverance.
You have to experience it. And that's why, we're also intentional. A lot of our people start as interns. Most of our people, we struggle with bringing people from the outside and paying them a huge number because they didn't go through the challenges with us in the adversity. So I love that, Emily started at $19,000 and she was, this wasn't with us, it was another company. She knew what it was like, $19,000 as a full-time salary. Wow. I love that.
That's poverty level in today's America.
100%. And again, we understand we take care of people at a much higher level, but I get nervous of when we get to the place where, everybody's making, X number, and do they understand, or is it just, hey, they got a job with us and this is where they are? I love the fact that we have a multi-million-dollar bonus structure for our full-time staff, that if the company's doing well and you're working hard and you're doing well,
you should feel it.
And you also get evaluated by your culture and how much do you add to the culture, and that's a part of the scale that we have. It's not just how long you've been here, it's also the culture. So that's important
awesome.
to us.
So we talk spending, saving. Let's talk about giving now. I know you've got a big heart for that. You've got Bananas Foster, which is all about, foster care. What other ways do you give that excites you? You give to your team?
We keep it simple. I think so many people try to have so many different initiatives. For us, we keep it simple. Emily shared with me in her heart and her dream in the foster care world with 400,000 kids in the U.S. who don't have a permanent home. And we knew we had to do something. So instead of just talking about all the bad, we wanted to celebrate the good. And so every night at every single stadium, we honor a feature foster family that's maybe had 50 kids come through their home, or adopted 3, or done this, or had brought in sibling sets, or been doing it for 30 years. And they get a standing ovation. It's such a special moment. So we honor them. Obviously, we were foster parents. We adopted our 2 girls out of foster care. We believe in it. And so we constantly are giving in a way to acknowledge and, really recognize the foster heroes and then get more people to become. So that's important to us. And then we don't have tons of other nonprofits. We do one thing and try to do it very well. And then, we focus on giving to our team and giving to our cast, our players, our staff, and, give them joy, even, giving time off. We don't play any games on Monday, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays. Most people would say, no, play as much as you can. Like Major League Baseball, you got 6 games a week.
You can fill more stadiums.
100%. We could bring in millions more, but also if we charge ticket fees or convenience fees, or if we didn't pay our fans taxes, which is millions of dollars. Most CFOs are like crazy. So
slow down. You $40, $50, $60 tickets,
and
no fees. No taxes.
No taxes. And a $30 shirt. If you buy a $30 shirt, it's $30. So
is why, and you guys are covering.
We cover all
taxes.
that. So
you have to pay taxes legally, but you're like, hey, we'll cover that.
Millions of dollars, millions upon millions, and we don't have to do that. It wouldn't, if you look at that, it wouldn't take anything.
Free shipping
on everything. So that's another millions of dollars.
I feel like this is a great ad for your merch.
Well, and custom. They're shipped custom yellow boxes. We usually have a koozie, decal. We try to add different things here and there. Sometimes we'll have a player sign something, put it in there. It's just those little things. And so you're building fans, and so you give, and then if things are tough, like they were for COVID, our fans gave. Like, they kept trying to buy merchandise. Like, they kept us like...
You attracted generous fans.
We were profitable during COVID when we could only play in front of 1,000 fans. I think our bottom line was $13,000 or whatever. But because our fans found a way to support us when it's hard. And that's what I believe in. It's continue to give without wanting anything in return.
I love it. I heard a rumor that Dave Ramsey inspired something that you did for your team.
Oh,
Is that right?
Yes.
Because I was a part of the Ramsey.
Yeah. So this past few years, we surprised everybody. And we took our entire team, our players, our cast, our staff, everyone to the outlets and gave them a $500 gift card for everyone to go shopping before Christmas.
That's incredible.
And so we've done that a few times. Now it's a lot more people than it used to be. I'll tell you that.
That hurts a little bit more.
It's every bit of high six figures, but it's worth it. And those touches really go a long way.
Dave feels the same way. As our team grew, we're like, we're at 1,000 people. We're going to throw these crazy parties and do these shopping trips
every day of the week.
I love it. Yeah. So what's next? What's on your mind?
Probably no more matcha. I'm going to stop.
I'm
done with the matcha.
I had it maybe 3 sips.
I had 5. I think we'll check the cameras, but I think it was close to 5 sips. I'm worried about the caffeine, to be honest with you.
They wrote "yum" on the.
I'm sure that's good.
I feel like was a lie.
That's good. I'll take it in. Maybe I'll have another one. I'll take it in with me.
Oh my goodness.
No, what's next is how do you create more fans? How do you create more special moments? How do you do things that people have never experienced before? How do you do things that can really wow people and bring people together in a different way? And so I look at all those ways of bringing people together to creating more fans, different fans, with 6 new teams in the Banana Ball Championship League playing all over the country. That excites me of how can we create fans with new brands and new experiences.
I love it. Well, very few people and organizations deserve
yellow car,
all of the praise and all of the growth. So I'm wishing you guys the best as you continue to expand for the best, purest reasons of just giving joy to people who desperately need it in an increasingly dark and chaotic world.
Well, it's what you guys do. You provide joy, you help people, and just keep helping and trying to share. I think it's so valuable. So I love it. I don't think many people in the world get to do something they truly love every day, and I hope that's what we get to do with our whole team. I want anybody who joins us to truly, I know there's hard things, there's challenges, there's adversity, but if they can love where we're going, what we're doing, why we're doing it, that fires me up, because that's where you provide it, and it can spread. It can become contagious to their family, their friends, and they have a different bounce to their step every day. That's awesome.
That is fantastic. I truly thought when you said what's next, you were going to say we're going to do fantasy banana ball. Choose your fantasy league. What banana?
All of that probably will happen. It's all on the table. There's no red tape for us, which is cool.
Oh, well, I hope to get to see a game. It's almost impossible. And you guys don't do handouts of tickets, even the employees can't just give out tickets to family. You want the fans to be first.
We take care of them.
This is so fun. I had a great time. How about
it's great.
you?
No, I appreciate it.
Other than the matcha.
No, I'm taking the matcha with me. I'm taking it with me.
What are you going to do? Dump it in the toilet?
I'm gonna figure it out.
Sip on it slowly?
I'm going to slowly slip on it all day long.
Well, Jesse, thank you so much. Hey, will you give a shout out? Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe.
That's all it took. They're going to get millions. Thank you, man. Good to see you.
Thanks a lot.
Huge thanks to Jesse for taking the time out of his busy schedule to ride around with us today and inspire us to greatness. If you want to learn more, I'll drop some links down to the Savannah Bananas and Bananas Foster, their nonprofit organization that supports foster families. And if you enjoyed this episode, you're going to love the episode we did with my boss, Dave Ramsey, another CEO who's got a lot of smart things to say. You can check it out in the description or just click right over here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.